Yay!
The mystery of the disappearing cookies. 12-year-old Emma Thompson stood proudly in her family's kitchen, admiring the 4 dozen chocolate chip cookies cooling on the wire racks. Her best friends, Lucas, Jen 11 and Sofia Rodriguez 12, were equally delighted with their afternoon's work. The 3 young bakers had spent hours perfecting their recipe for the upcoming school bake sale. "These are the best batch we've ever made," Sofia declared, carefully arranging the cookies in neat rows. The warm, sweet aroma of vanilla and melted chocolate filled the kitchen, making their mouths water. "Remember, we can't eat any until tomorrow," Emma reminded them. "These are for the Children's Hospital fundraiser." Lucas nodded seriously, though his eyes lingered on the perfectly golden brown edges of the nearest cookie. "My mom says we can set up our booth early tomorrow morning," Emma explained, covering the cookies with plastic wrap. "She'll drive us to school at 7. They had carefully calculated that selling each cookie for $2 would raise nearly $100 for the hospital's new children's wing. That evening, Emma double-checked that the cookies were safely stored in the kitchen before heading to bed. Her mother had promised to keep an eye on them, and their old family dog, Max, was sleeping in his usual spot near the kitchen door. The next morning, Emma bounced down the stairs at 6:30, eager to pack up the cookies. But when she reached the kitchen, she stopped dead in her tracks. The plastic wrap lay crumpled on the counter, and every single cookie was gone. "Mom," Emma called out, her voice trembling, "the cookies are missing." Mrs. Thompson rushed into the kitchen, looking just as bewildered as her daughter. Even Max seemed confused, lifting his head from his bed and tilting it to one side. Ma immediately texted Lucas and Sofia, who arrived within minutes, still in their pajamas. The young detectives began their investigation, noting every detail. There were no crumbs on the counter, no signs of forced entry, and strangest of all, Max hadn't barked during the night. "Look at this," Lucas said, pointing to some tiny marks on the counter. "These weren't here yesterday." Sofia pulled out her tablet and began researching local nocturnal animals that might be capable of such precision. Notice something else, a faint, sweet smell coming from behind the refrigerator. Using a flashlight, they discovered several chocolate chips scattered in a trail leading to a small gap in the baseboard. "Wait a minute," Sofia exclaimed, showing them an article on her tablet. "According to this, mice have an incredible sense of smell and can squeeze through spaces as small as 1/4 of an inch." The trio followed the trail of evidence, documenting everything in Emma's notebook. They found more chocolate chips behind the kitchen cabinet, and tiny paw prints and some spilled flour near the sink. How could mice carry away 4 dozen cookies? Emma wondered. Lucas suddenly remembered something from his science class about how mice work together in groups and can carry objects many times their size. Mrs. Thompson helped them carefully move the refrigerator, revealing a small hole in the wall. Using Emma's father's inspection camera, a birthday gift from his construction company, they peered inside the wall cavity. There, in a cozy nest made of shredded paper and bits of fabric, lay the remains of their cookies. Several mice scurried away as the camera's light illuminated their hiding spot. The children watched in amazement as they observed the intricate tunnel system the mice had created. "This is actually incredible," Lucas admitted, sketching the tunnel layout in Emma's notebook. "They managed to organize a whole cookie heist." Mrs. Thompson called a pest control expert who explained how to humanely relocate the mice to a nearby field. The expert praised the children's detective work and suggested they could help other families identify and prevent similar problems. Though disappointed about the bake sale, the 3 friends learned valuable lessons about observation, deduction, and teamwork. They also gained a newfound respect for the intelligence of these small creatures. That afternoon, with Mrs. Thompson's help, they baked a new batch of cookies, this time storing them in airtight metal containers. They also wrote an article for the school newspaper about their mystery-solving experience, complete with Lucas's detailed sketches and Sophia's research. The bake sale was a huge success, and their story about the cookie-stealing mice became a school legend. The 3 young detectives even started a junior detective club, using their experience to help solve other minor mysteries around the school. Emma, Lucas, and Sophia discovered that sometimes the best mysteries don't have villains, just clever creatures following their instincts. They learned about the importance of securing food properly, the fascinating behaviors of wildlife, and how even failed plans can lead to unexpected adventures and new understanding. The mysterious case of the disappearing cookies taught them that being a good detective means keeping an open mind, working together, and sometimes finding humor in unexpected situations. Most importantly, they learned that every mystery, no matter how small, is an opportunity to learn something new about the world around them.